What's up, Brewheads? Merry Christmas. Welcome to another Brewthirty, where I drink a beer and pair it with a toy. On this part one of my Merry Christmas Brewthirty, we're going to be in full Krampus garb, trying a brand new beer. It's stout season, as a lot of you guys know out there, and we've got an awesome stout to share. It is from Floyd'S Brewing Company, and it is Trolls. This is a brand new stout from Floyd'S Brewing Company, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys tonight. But before we get going, as always, we're going to pair this beer with a toy. And like I said, it's my Krampus garb, and I'm pairing it with Krampus from Four Horsemen Studios, part of their Figure Obscura line. This is the very first one they did a few years ago, and it is awesome. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with Four Horsemen Studios, they make some of the best action figures around. Their Mythic Legions figures are world-renowned, and some of the best and most detailed action figures you can buy for a really affordable price. And this super awesome Krampus, had to have it. Big Krampus fan. My birthday is actually Krampus Day, so it makes sense that I'm a Krampus fan, I guess. So anyways, this beer here, like I said, is a brand new one from Floyd's, just bottled in 2023, just came out recently. And it is a barrel-aged Imperial Stout with vanilla beans added. Says, kneel down, ye sinners, to stout-wise religion. Troll's been crowned the new king, as his Imperial Stout was aged for over a year in bourbon barrels with vanilla beans. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, Floyd's makes one of the best Imperial Stouts on the whole planet with their Dark Lord's Imperial Stout, which hopefully I will review here at some point on the channel. But tonight, we're going to be reviewing this one. Now, I did a little bit of research before I decided to dive into this, and a lot of people feel like this tastes just like or similar to Dark Lord's variant. I think Marshmallow Ganji is the name of it. It is a really good variant. I think I have a bottle of it from a Dark Lord's Day several years ago that I have not tapped yet, but this is supposed to be similar to that. So let's go ahead and get started. And as usual, since I'm doing a Floyd's beer, I will be using my Floyd's glass. Let's go ahead and pop this baby open. Now, this beer is 13% alcohol, which is pretty high dollar, right? So you don't want to go ahead and pound the whole 4-pack of these. It retails, I think, for around 24 bucks for 12-ounce bottles. Let's go ahead and pour it. Now, like always, there are many ways to pour a beer. No right or wrong one. You pour your beer the way you want. I will pour my beer the way I want, and we will still be friends, guys. Let's just get her all in there. So, not much of a super light head. This looks pretty heavy. As you can see, it's highly indicative of your normal barrel-aged stout. Extremely dark. Imperial Stouts tend to be wicked dark. Put our bottle over here next to Krampus. Let's give this thing a whiff. So right off the bat, just from smelling it, I get really heavy notes of chocolate, which is pretty common for a lot of your barrel-aged stouts. I'm sure if I had to guess, this thing is going to be highly boozy and really heavy. So let's give it a taste and see what this bad boy tastes like. So I get, right off the bat, heavy vanilla vibe comes through right off the front. Then I get dark chocolate, a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of coffee, and almost a little bit of maple syrup. I'm assuming the mapley flavor will be from the barrel-aged portion of this. Not sure what type of barrels they age these in. When it says barrels aged, it's usually aged in a whiskey barrel of some kind. Sometimes, as the case with the next beer I'm going to review, they're aged in like a maple syrup barrel. But they don't give you a lot of detail. It just says barrel aged imperial stout with vanilla beans added. So I'm going to assume this was aged in some type of whiskey barrel. If it was, the whiskey doesn't come through at all, hardly. The vanilla, chocolate, a little bit of maple syrup definitely comes through. This is a highly, highly, highly drinkable beer. Very, very smooth and very flavorful. I would consider this to be like a dessert beer. But yeah, you want to drink this slow. This is something I would not pound two of probably in one sitting, or I would be pretty bombed out. Yeah, that's a really good beer. This would pair well with a cigar, I think. Get a really nice, dark, like Nicaraguan Puro, something with a little bit of spice, something really, really heavy hitter-wise, and this would pair perfectly with it. Probably be great with like a dessert, like a cookie or a donut of some kind, if you really want to go deep. But this is an absolutely delicious beer. I wish I could tell you if it was comparable to Dark Lord's Marshmallow Ganji, but I do not. I've not tried that actually. A friend of mine thinks he had tried that, but I can't remember if I tried it or not on any Dark Lord's day. Great beer, definitely worth finding. I found this at Benny's Beverage Depot. Like I said, it's like $24 a 4-pack bottle. 13% heavy hitter. It'd be a great beer to sit outside by the fire pit and enjoy room temperature. Krampus, obviously, Mythic Legions, Figure Obscura, awesome figure. You can still get a variant edition of this, I believe, at Big Bad Toy Store. You can probably find this on eBay as well. I think this is an awesome figure. I've got, obviously, you've seen my Headless Horseman figure as also part of this line. And I love Four Horsemen Studios. Shout out to Middle of Beyond, who supplied this awesome Krampus sweater that I've had for probably 8 years at least. And of course, Fezarama for their Krampus Fez. I can't remember what year I bought this, but it's at least 8 years old as well. Guys, I hope you're doing great out there. I hope you're going to have a Merry Christmas tonight. It's Christmas Eve. Get the Christmas spirit, have a good time, open gifts with your family, and drink some really delicious beers. And in the meantime, guys, cheers.